pre-show?
Show,
Pre-show.
maybe?
Pre-show. A YouTube only pre-show.
Not streaming to Twitch tonight.
Oh, not tonight.
Oh,
I'm just feeling YouTube tonight. Oh,
fair enough.
I forgot to do
Are
that.
we doing a post show?
Yes, I was planning on a post show. All right, were you planning on post show?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, I agree.
Yep. Let me check. 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 All right. Boom. All right. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Got that. Oh, I'm missing stuff, but I can't remember. I'm unmuted. Good. I need to switch these around because that needs to go here. And then this needs to come over here.
Oh, you know what I need to do?
No, what?
Stuff and things.
Stuff and things.
Content. Video producer. Export. I can spell. That was Friday, the 23rd. Tag 7. And uh, unlisted to start.
Coolio. Okay, let me crack this one. Ah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, I did that.
Oh, okay. I've done the things.
Sweet.
Technically, I'll put that on there. Uh, Post show is post showing.
I mean, pre-show is pre-showing.
Or pre-showing is pre-showing.
Good
You know
job.
what? Touche. It's okay. I had a great start to my stream on Friday.
Nice. I haven't. I'll be honest. I have only touched Twitch to stream, and I have not been using it just because I don't know. I'll talk about it later. But yeah.
Fair. Um, yeah, we'll do that. I'll just put this up now. Oh, that's right. I was gonna figure out virtual camera.
Yeah, you can do that right. Meow.
I mean, if I open OBS, you're gonna lose me, probably.
Not immediately, because right now your camera's actually being used by Discord.
That's fair. It has priority.
So in theory, now it still might break stuff. So you might, I don't know. I think you might be able to do most of it without breaking anything too much, but it's a fair point.
I mean, I'm not using this camera for anything else at the moment. Can I cheese it?
Probably, actually.
Um, uh,
Pre-show. I want to ride my bicycle.
cancel sources, add source. What kind of a source is that?
All right. I'll let you keep figure working on that for a bit.
Existing camera 2. Why doesn't it work?
Well, that's good news. That makes my.
Why didn't you desk view? Okay. I don't.
What's wrong, bud?
Well, OBS is being OBS. In theory, that should work. If I close it and reopen it, will it work? Oh, I'm a dum-dum.
I mean, we all have those moments.
I'm a dum-dum. I'm a dum-dum.
You know what I really love? I knew that we were going to be doing something at work, but I had no idea when it was starting. And then just as I'm going, as I'm kind of browsing through social media for just to see if there's any random stories, I see an ad, a promoted ad from the person who does our non-organic content, and it's like, oh yeah, that's starting now. I'm like, or available. Yeah, it's like started this date, and I'm just like, things I didn't know that would have been nice to know. I don't know, starting on the friggin' day it started. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I work with idiots. Incommunicative idiots.
Well, I figured it out. I don't even have to use virtual camera.
Oh,
Because I have two
because
I have two cameras.
Yeah. So I now know that on the upside, at least now know what I'm writing tomorrow for my work tomorrow. But on the other hand, what the figgity fudge?
What the doohickey?
What the flip floppity frickiny faction fudge? Of flips and fiddledy stee sticks.
I have 10 messages. Now I don't.
Alright, I can put that on the background. Okay. Now in theory.
I'm ready whenever.
Yeah, I know you are. And frankly, I'm ready whenever I am. I'm just
I'm ready for I'm ready for post show even. Well, kind of. I have to update stream info.
I need to double check there's no new drivers, right? Good, there's not. What the? Oh, that's Java. Okay, yeah. All right. Well,
yeah,
sir.
Java yelled at me about an update, and then it was like, you haven't used it in 6 months. You should update. And I was like, I haven't used it in 6 months. Shut up. Nobody cares.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. I think that's everything. Looking through the document. Yep, I'm fine with all of that. Da 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 da. Are you ready?
Ready.
All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode of Just Doing What We Do. Join me, Michael, and my guy,
Anthony, as we catch up with each other on our lives and talk about the things we've been listening to, watching, or playing.
And if you want to catch up with us, give us ideas, or just chill with us, like this video. And you should subscribe. It would be nice. But in the end, you'll do whatever you wanna.
And be sure to leave a comment or join us in the chat. And with that, what are you drinking?
Pure cocaine. Not really. Mountain...
That was different enough that we could argue parody. Not a good parody, but...
I mean, it's better than some parodies. It at least matched.
It's true.
Anyway, what I'm drinking is I've got some more Mountain Dew, Baja, Cabo Citrus, the Tropical Citrus Punch Edition.
Nice. I've also been drinking that, but right now I'm drinking the dragon fruit.
Nice.
Dragon.
I've
Which
been
can't run
drinking
that can't well.
a lot of that and a lot of this wild cherry and cream Pepsi because you can get them for $6 as opposed to the like $9 or whatever it is normally.
Mm.
So like, if I can save a few bucks, that's the ones I'm getting.
I also see a teapot back there.
You do, they don't.
They don't, but I do.
I've also
I'm
got
gonna call it out because I'm.
aloe vera water. Then just some good old fashioned tea. It is peppermint.
Nice. I mean, I technically also have a Gatorade, a light blue Gatorade, because light blue is the flavor, and if you say the actual flavor, you're a cop.
What is the actual blue flavor? Glacier Freeze?
Late. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm. Oh, and then I also got water because it's good for you. So you've
For
got
sure.
so obviously you've got your Glacier Freeze Gatorade, and then you got your dragon fruit. Anything else?
Nope.
Nope. Oh,
That's
lame.
pretty much all I drink is.
I'm just kidding.
I mean, I'll drink Red Bull as well regularly, not at this hour, because my ADHD powers are not strong enough. I don't have. I'm not quite that powerful enough to drink a Red Bull. Well, no, I think I'd have to drink several for it to finally like swing back over.
Gotcha. So before we get since we're moving on to like the stuff that we've been watching this past week, I'm gonna actually hello, what the fuck just happened?
I didn't do anything.
Everything's fine. Edge just like randomly quit on me. So I was looking at the document and then suddenly, pew, like, excuse me. Anyway, so I got back up.
I'm not gonna make any comment about the fact that you're using Edge.
Well, it's no better than like here's the dealio. Let's talk about this really fast. Edge is shoved on you, and that is a problem. I will go ahead and admit that yes, that is a thing that Microsoft does wrong with it. However, it is no different than using Google Chrome. And quite frankly, it is less memory intensive than Google Chrome.
Google Chrome is resource heavy. However, I've never seen a stable Microsoft web browser in my life.
I think you're high because
And even if it is,
Edge has
even
been
if
stable for years.
Well, I grew up with Internet Explorer, so
Well,
I don't trust it.
That's one thing, but Edge is literally based off Chromium, which is the base
Also-
for Chrome.
All right, fair. That being said, all my login stuff is in Chrome anyways. So
That's fair. Like I got nothing wrong with Google Chrome, but like I always point out when everyone's like, "You use Edge," I'm like, it's no different than Google Chrome. It just has less Google shit.
I could get real hipster on you.
I
There
mean,
was a time, a length of time where I used Opera.
Opera's still a fantastic browser. I haven't migrated stuff over.
Yeah, I'm too
It's
lazy
just
to
that
migrate
simple.
at this point. I'm too old and too set in my ways. I've reached that point. Also, what are you watching?
You can hear it, but they
Because
can't.
I can't hear anything. I can see it in the reflection of your red versus blue
Oh,
poster.
it is football.
All right, fair enough.
So, yeah, that's all it is. It's just football.
Nothing wrong with that. I've got stuff going on in the background too. We're multitasking, people.
Multitasking-ish. I just want to keep track of what's going on in football.
I was gonna say sort of. I really got it on mute and just have it up to collect channel points.
So good. I love that Cabo citrus too much.
It's actually pretty good. I will say. I will agree with that. It is pretty good.
Yeah, I got a new, yeah, I can drink them really fast if I really wanna, and it's not healthy. So, hence why I tried to keep a bevy of bevs. Anyway, so first of all, I guess I
So
could save
speaking of
this for
watching,
later. I could save this for later, but I'm just gonna ask. You realize what's happening this week in less than 5 days?
uh, yeah, 30th, right?
Yes, sir.
It
At
is
nine
Friday night.
thirty.
Yes, yes.
At nine
I,
thirty.
I, I. Yep, I do know.
Good. Good. I'm just reminding you because I'm excited.
I am
Of
also
course, now that
excited.
it's available here in Ames, I'm kind of sad again. I'll touch on it since it's been 2 weeks, but yeah, I'm kind of sad. It's like, now it's in Ames, but whatever. And I'm
I
assuming your
mean,
heat still doesn't work, so we're taking my car. So
yeah, yeah. We should do that. I will say, if it makes you feel better, Flick's Brewhouse is better than both Ames theaters.
oh,
So
for sure.
now that we've doxed ourselves, I
Eh.
don't care.
I mean, we
Come to
literally.
my come to my door. It's not locked for my
I
protection.
say they don't know your address, so you're fine.
Austin does, I think. Yeah,
Well, I don't think
but I
he's
trust
gonna
him.
dox you. Yeah,
I trust.
You're
No,
fine.
I have much trust in him.
Now that I'm currently just fully distracted, what have you been watching this week?
A lot of the same Twitch channels, keeping my streaks going, and I enjoy the people that I watch. Austin's one of them. Seth is another. Great people. Um, I did finally watch a movie the other
Wow.
day. I forget what day. Actually, I watched two movies. I watched two movies because I needed something to do while I put a Lego set together because I can't play video games and put Legos together at the same time.
No, you cannot.
So I watched. It's called The Old Guard. Because I also saw that there was a second one that just released.
Okay.
It's 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 about it's with I'm probably gonna say her name wrong. Charlize Theron, however you say her name.
Yep.
Um, but it's like they're immortals that do like protect people and do things in the background, and it's like a more realistic, gritty version of the immortals.
Gotcha.
But last year released the second one and left it on a really big cliffhanger, setting up for a third one.
Of course.
So hopefully there will be a third one. But yeah, that's what I've been watching. I recommend it. They're good movies.
Interesting. I have never heard of them. They're I don't know. I guess I haven't heard of them. So what streaming service are they on?
What did I watch them on? Netflix, I believe. I think it was Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty sure it was Netflix. I'm sure you can find it other places as well. But
I mean, with enough Google, you can find anything. But we're talking about as legitimately as possible. So
yeah. So yeah. What have you been watching?
I was gonna judge you for not watching, for not having much to talk about, but I don't. To be fair, I can't. Cause man, I don't like. I barely pulled together what I've been watching. Cause the honest truth is that the past couple weeks it's been a lot of watching and partially trying not to doom scroll, but also just like I don't, I've been watching stuff and listening to things, but sometimes I've had enough other things going on either around me or within the brain that sometimes it's kind of been like I'm paying attention, but not that much attention. Um, so, but like for listening wise, and this is probably why my listening habits have been, excuse me, been different the past. It was beautiful. Why my listening habits have been more instrumental. So like I went back to listening to Polyphia, just because it's kind of the technical term is math rock, but it's hard rock inspired, kind of shredding inspired, but like 95% of their albums have no lyrics, so it's just music. Their newest album has like some like lyrics, but I don't know. I don't. To be honest, that's probably why I don't listen to it nearly as much as I listen to their older stuff. But it's not a bad album either because it's got some good stuff too. But other than that, I've been listening to just a lot of soundtracks, just because it's been relaxing, calming. Like it hasn't just added to a monotonous drone. Um,
Yeah.
because like I don't know, I've been watch. I've been getting tired of a lot of Twitch and YouTube. Like I enjoy it from time to time, and like, but otherwise it's just ends up being the same over and over, and I'm just finding myself kind of like getting bored of it. Like
Fair.
yeah, like I even briefly watched the RTX 2019 on the spot. And I watched it for a while, and then eventually I just like, all right, this was good. I had my little like nostalgic hit, but then I kind of was like, eh. Like it's legit the same thing as a lot of other. And I don't know. I've been getting kind of progressively bored of some of the stuff I've been watching a lot, and that's fine. It's not bad. Like I'll still fall asleep to Ludwig and watch him or listen to him from time to time, or like same with Point Crow. Although, admittedly, I'm a little jealous of Point Crow more than anything else. Because he's currently been playing through Kingdom Hearts 2, and I'm like, mother fudger.
I mean, you said you wanted to wait until we had a release date.
I do, but now I want to do the whole streamathon. Like, I want to take a week
I'm
off
ready
of.
whenever.
You have to take like a week off of. Like, we both have to take a week off of work in order to do how we want to do it. In order to do it in like at least a every day
Yeah.
even take just potentially take a break for sleeping, right? You go, okay, day 1 stream ends when we're done for the day, go to sleep, starts in the morning.
I mean, we could do it in stints. We could just take several weekends. I mean, it's going to kill our weekends, but
And I don't
do
have
like
I rarely have consecutive weekends.
Yeah.
So that's just a realistic thing. Like in order to do the Kingdom Hearts marathon, even in like a staggered format where it's like, all right, he's streaming, and then he's asleep, so now it's my turn to stream, and I don't know how the fudge we do it, but like, however we do it, like it needs like a week straight.
Yeah,
because you have to be 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Well, that's how I am, at least as a person, and I think that's kind of how you are as a person. So you might as well make. I mean,
unless we broke it up into games like we did one this time period, and then did 2 a week later or whatever. But then it's not as much of a streamathon.
Yeah, I mean,
those games are still long enough that it would probably still take us a weekend to beat one in one go.
I mean, I believe, how long is it to beat Kingdom Hearts 1? Approximately 28 and a half hours.
So we
That
could do it in
that
2
is
days.
100% completion. Yeah, that
We
is
wouldn't
that
do.
is that is two 15-hour days.
I mean, that's 100% completion. We are not likely to do 100% completion.
Okay, so according to howlongtobeat.com, and this is Kingdom Hearts 1 is 36 and a half hours. Main story is 28 and a half hours. Main and sides is 41 hours. Completionist is 62 and a half hours. So, how long is Kingdom Hearts? When focusing on the main objectives, Kingdom Hearts is around. Let me zoom in for the people who are watching. Da-da. Kingdom Hearts is about 28 and a half hours in length. So that is over a weekend, just focusing purely on the story, not like getting side quests and stuff. That's two 15-hour days.
Yeah.
So that would be, or that's a Friday, you get 5 to 6 hours on a Friday night. Then you get 15, 14, 13, 14, 13 to 15 hours on Saturday, and then you'd have to get 13 to 15 more on Sunday. Which,
Yeah.
based off recently off my failed scheduling, that's like 1 a.m. That's like 1 a.m. 1 a.m. cutoffs and like 10 a.m. starts.
Yeah.
So the other option, of course, you do it as a week long thing, right? Where you go like every night, so or like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You're just streaming every evening. Your face is making thinking thoughts.
How is Final Mix shorter than the base games?
Don't know,
Final Mix added stuff. Anyways, don't mind me.
but yeah. So that's
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
we'll figure that out. But it would have to be like either do it segmented every night of the week and we make it like a co-stream, like this is together. I don't know. Like we'd have to do it like every night consecutively, and then you basically have to finish it on Saturday or Sunday, no holds barred,
Yeah.
and then repeat the next thing, repeat it for 2, and then for 3, give or take, say maybe a week of break in between.
Yeah.
But those are just ideas. So anyway, so yeah, so that basically getting back to point, like I still enjoy the content from time to time. I still enjoy the content, but I've been enjoying it less because it's all just kind of started to blend together to me.
Yeah.
So I've just been enjoying, like, frankly, that's why I've been
I feel
enjoying the
that.
music, because it's like I've just been listening to either, like, I listened to the Skies of Arcadia soundtrack, or the Final Fantasy X soundtrack, or like just Nintendo music stuff, or just other instrumental classical adjacent music, and it's been
Yeah.
nice. Like it's been nice. So, and also I've been watching more
Yeah.
standard content like TV shows and that kind of stuff. But like, even that, I couldn't tell you any real series I've watched because I've been trying to find something and haven't found anything yet. So, whatever.
That's fair. That's fair.
We've kind of touched on it, but what have you been playing?
Got back into 7 Days to Die. Played that on Friday.
I did see
Streamed
that.
that for a little while. Yeah, I started a new because they did the updates, and I have been wanting to get back into it, so finally did that. So that was good. And then I was playing some Expedition 33 today.
I saw the
Almost
Steam
I am
notifications.
when I logged off to come here, I think right before the final boss fight of Act 2.
Wow. Okay. Nice.
Um, so yeah, and then I mean this is kind of nostalgic. It's so I first discovered this game way back when you still installed games via CD,
Ah, those were the days.
right? And I liked to do this thing where I would, if I was in Walmart, I'd go to their little like game section and they'd have like like junk, almost junk games, right? I do still have those somewhere or somewhere. Um in a box somewhere. But I would go and find um they'd be like, oh, they'd have like the murder mystery ones or like The Sims in their little PC game section, but then they'd have like 5 games for $5, and they were usually mostly trash games that nobody wanted.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, you'd find a gem,
Oh yeah.
and uh, Insane Aquarium is one of those gems. It's shockingly simple. You're basically just babysitting an aquarium, sort
Interesting.
of. The fish create money. You buy things. Aliens attack your aquarium. It's it's simple and kind of dumb, but it's fun and I enjoy it. And it was on Steam and on sale, and I was like, well, I'm going
Nice.
to relive. So I started playing that. I played that for a few hours the other day.
I'm
Just a
genuinely.
little nostalgia.
I'm just checking something if darn, okay. Cuz you made me think like yeah, like I yeah. My like I not it reminds me of like the video game bins at like home improvement stores. So back
Oh
in the
yeah. Hmm.
day, yep. So back in the day when my parents would like go shopping at Menards or Lowe's or whatever, right? There would always be like a
Hmm.
little corner where they would have like these junk video games, right? So like I remember getting it would have been this is basically like a precursor to like the doctor simulator games where it's like you're in a hospital and you're like performing surgeries and that kind of like legit like these kind of like these stupid games, but like one of them I remember was a Bill Nye science game before he became an angry bitter old man.
Hmm.
But um but like I remember playing this like installing it and playing it and still no I still remember a couple science lessons just from that game. I think it was Bill Nye Saves the World or something like that.
Nice. I mean, we could go on nostalgic old PC games.
Bill
I think
Nye PC.
I had a Goosebumps one. I played. We had some because we got a packet of CDs with our gateway computer way back in the day, and came with some Magic School Bus games.
Yeah. The old edutainment games like yeah.
Yep.
I remember playing those. Oh man. Bill it's called Bill Nye the Science Guy Stop the Rock. There's like an asteroid coming to Earth, and you had to solve science problems in order to like shoot down this missile or something. I don't remember, but yeah, I looked it up, and yep, it doesn't exist on Steam. It's actually an abandonware game, which tells you everything why it was in like a Menards clearance bin.
Oh yeah.
I'll download it. We'll see. What's the worst that happens? I won't open it till after the stream and everything, just in case. I open it up, suddenly my camera goes away. You just see the didn't say the magic word.
Right.
Speaking of, kind of. I mean, we're whatever. So my parents are on their cruise, right? Part of their
Mm,
cruise is in Hawaii, so they were in stationed in Maui. Yeah, and then
nice.
they went to like Oahu, and I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure he was stationed. Talking about you, he was stationed right around there back in the day.
I mean, Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, okay, that's where you were stationed. I couldn't remember if it was
Yeah.
actually the yeah. So like
Yeah.
yeah,
No, it was
they went to the
actual Pearl Harbor.
World War II museum and all this kind of stuff. But then they were talking about how where their cruise ship was docked was like basically where they filmed like the some parts of Jurassic Park, specifically like when the guys call it when a big guy whose name I can't whose character name Wayne or whatever, right? Newman from Seinfeld.
Yeah.
He's like calling the guy, and the guy's on the and guy's like the docks and on the phone. That dock is like 40 feet away from where my parents were docked,
Oh.
and they were talking about like how like that was like none of that rain was studio rain. Like Spielberg was like 50 feet up, like in a tower filming that. Like,
Oh wow.
yeah. So, and like, yeah, that was all real, like 40-foot waves and everything. So, but yeah, that was kind of cool. But yeah, so you've been playing Aquarium. We got sidetracked into abandonware games.
Yeah.
Bill Nye. What were you looking up? Because you were looking up another abandonware game, I think, right?
Oh, I don't.
Cool, you lost
I
track of
don't
it.
even know. Yeah. I was looking up old PC games that I used to play with back in the day.
Yep.
I don't know if they were abandonware or not.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I've got it downloading. If it works, I might just play that on Thursday for funsies, even though realistically I'm gonna do Skies of Arcadia some more. Um,
Speaking of,
Speaking of, that's all I've played the past couple weeks was Skies of Arcadia, and I played like 30 minutes of Expedition 33 earlier today. Maybe 45. In fact, technically, it might. I don't know if when I like put my ROG ally asleep, if it says that like I'm still like on Steam but like asleep or whatever. So
I could look.
I could technically on Steam be still technically playing Expedition
Nope, it said
33.
50 minutes played recently.
Okay, yeah. So that's all I played today, and that was for something else. Well, I guess we're kind of, but yeah, that's for some stuff that I did last night, because yeah. So I'm testing out new battery stuff.
Gotcha.
So yeah. Um, I guess I'll go because you started the last one. I might as well. I'll just kind of give you my life stuff because we're just kind of touching on it up anyway. So because yeah, I bought a
Yeah.
new battery for my ROG Ally.
Nice.
I effectively
So
doubled
is
the
that
battery life.
is that the one you're keeping?
Yes, I actually already returned the Legion Go. Like I am
Gotcha.
working on. I shot about an hour of B-roll with it. Like I have all the stuff that I could ever need for it, but I am still working on that review. It's probably gonna get. I think some of the concepts behind the whole review might get tweaked slightly. Um, but I'm still writing it because I still have yet to do battery life. I'm going to do battery life testing on the new battery. for those, but then that's also I got to do streaming on that, and I'm still a little bitten by like it was streaming fine for 5 hours, and then suddenly I couldn't get anything to stream correctly, so I'm a little bit like hesitant to
Mm,
do that again. Probably should have done it today, but I was doing other home projects, so
fair.
um so but yeah, last night I replaced the battery in my ROG Ally. That was super. It was super simple, super simple. The only downside is I had to cut out some like plastic in the back plate to make room for the battery. So that's a little like that was a little scary, but like it works just fine. Everything. So like, hey, um,
There
but
you go.
yeah, it kind of got me on this hook of like improving stuff because like it was a couple weeks ago. Amazon had a sale on like some of their smart home switches, smart home stuff. So I got a couple like smart home light switches that work with Matter, so that way I can use them with the Google Assistant that is Apple related, as opposed to Google or the Bezos one.
Yeah.
Trying to avoid activate my own or anyone else's someday in the future. um, so I got a couple light switches with that and replaced the one in my son's bedroom and then replaced one in my hallway, just kind of that entrance hallway. So that way they're
Hmm.
like if I leave them on when I leave they'll turn off, and I've got it set so now like the hallway and my main living room light will turn on when I have it reset up. The living room light was only supposed to turn back on when I got home, but for some odd reason that automation stopped working. I got that figured out this weekend. So I've spent a lot of this weekend kind of doing home improvement stuff, like replacing air switches, light switches, bought a new filter for the humidifier, bought new air filters for the furnace because it was nasty, so nasty. And then
Yeah, those are good to replace every so often.
they were so nasty. I don't remember ever seeing my dad replace air furnace filters or furnace air filters as a kid. So like that is a terrible weakness of mine.
Mm.
So like I do it now, and I did that this weekend. But like, yeah, I was like, I mean, I'm sorry, but the filter for my humidifier is like $23. That pissed me off. But
That's not terrible.
the at least the filter for my furnace, the filters for my furnace were cheap. Like at least that's not like spending like 15-20 bucks for a filter like you do with like air purifiers, where it's like, yeah, you need to buy a $30 filter every quarter. It's like, what?
I mean, that's
It's
car
120
filters are
bucks a
about the same
year.
price.
But you can clean car filters. You can't always clean like some of these HEPA air filters.
If you buy the K&N ones,
And I'm sorry, I have seen plenty of people blow out air filters. In fact, I'm sure I've seen you blow out air filters before.
I mean, you can, if they're not terrible, you can do it, but you should still replace them every so often.
Yes, but I don't think anyone is replacing their car air filter 4 times a year.
You should, well, yeah, maybe twice a year. Every other oil change is usually a good standard.
Fair
Depending
enough.
on how, I mean, if you drive gravel every day, it's probably going to be more often than that. But
I'm ignorant, so fair. I just most of the time when I get my oil changed, they tell me if the air filter needs to be replaced, and most of the time it doesn't need to be replaced. So I don't.
you do enough town driving that it's not usually terrible.
Yeah. So like that's the thing. I'm like I don't. maybe for some people, but for me, it's like I rarely ever have to buy air filters for my car. So I think that's kind of
Yeah.
crazy.
Eh. Yeah, you don't. I mean, yeah, you do enough. Most of your driving is city driving that you're not gonna. Yeah, if you're on gravel all the time, yeah, you should get those looked at all the time.
Fair enough. Um, yeah. Outside of that, I have. Let's see here. I'm working on trimming down my streaming services, but not by much. I'm just. It's really like I put Netflix down to 1080p and ad supported, and so basically everything I watch now is ad supported, and like I get 1080p max, which kind of makes me sad since I have the 4K TV out in the living room, but like I don't know. There's a few things like I like if I really care about 4K. There's most of the time I purchase like the media that I really care about 4K on, and like
Yeah,
for example,
and
and
it's
like
better to have physical copies.
yeah, and like for example, like there's some streaming services like Apple TV for where you don't get like ad supported tier. It's just you pay this and it's 4K, blah 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 blah. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. And it's fairly priced in that particular instance compared to every other streaming service nowadays. But um,
Yeah,
yeah. Outside of that, yeah, it's now this. Well, we test technically we missed a week, but it's the beginning of winter and spring activities. So now every Monday through Wednesday, I'm gonna be busy from like wake up from like bed up to bed down. Um,
mm.
so FML, but hey, it is what it is, I suppose.
Yeah, it is what it is. Such is the season.
Which makes me sad because I ordered a new backpack and it was, according to the USPS thing, it was supposed to arrive yesterday, but it didn't arrive. So I'm guessing it arrives tomorrow, which makes me sad because oh, it's a commuter backpack. I got an LTT commuter backpack just because it will hold all my tech, but then it's also going to have space for. Okay, holds all my tech. Will hold the stuff that I need for work from time to time, whether that be lighting or a tripod or whatever. But then it will also have space for, say, I don't know, a non-work shirt and some other stuff. So when I'm leaving work at like 4:30, going to get a kid so he can be at an activity at 5, which then gets done at 6, and then I have to be somewhere else at 6:30. Like,
Yeah,
I hate being busy. It's my
right.
least favorite thing, but like, but also kids worth it too. But like, I just don't like being busy.
Yeah.
Woe is me. And yeah, I've been, in addition to house cleaning, I've been purging stuff. Like, because my parents are on their cruise, I have been cleaning out like my office closet of like old electronics box and just finding stuff I can throw away basically while their trash is not being used so I can just
Hmm.
use their trash as well. So it's just like use all the trash, get all the junk out of my house.
Yeah, it's not a terrible plan.
Yeah. So, and especially because they get back on like Wednesday or Thursday night. So like I have been getting a lot of stuff purged, which has been nice because the house is you're just making space to buy more crap again, but hopefully it's slightly less crap this time around.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. And then yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna leave the other topic out just because I don't want to talk about right on the internet. But yeah,
That's fair. I get that.
It's stupid. Like I hate it. It's so stupid. And I literally wrote that in the description that you have to write for said service because it's like I hate this. It's stupid. This entire thing
It
is
is.
it's predatory and it's earmuffs if you are offended easily. It's a little retarded. Um so
Yeah.
so like I but it's also just how it is. Um,
Yeah.
it,
I mean, there
it's
are better options from what I'm told. There
I,
are better options.
I'm not the bar type.
Have I
I don't want to
not
go to a
even not
bar.
even like no, like even specifically in that same vein, there are supposedly better options. I have not tested this
I don't even know of
theory.
these things. Like where does like what you go quick dating at like Chili's? Like what?
No, other apps.
Oh, I mean yeah, but I I I've heard
I
it's
don't
just as bad on those as it is anywhere else. It's all
I'm
fundamentally
sure it
the
is.
same thing. You're trying to distill
Yeah.
you're trying to distill a personality into 100 and something characters and then also try to have a personal conversation in an impersonal way.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong.
But it also is what it is too. Like I don't know. I don't have the highest of hopes. It's just kind of a screw it.
Yeah. There are worse things to get into to kill the time.
Well, that and I'm well. You want a hot take? I'm not. I'm done. Like the internet is so stupid, and I hate that I am a male and I am more or less preyed upon for the desire for connection and simping. Like it is an entire industry. Like the OnlyFans, the Fansleys, the Thrones, the all this stupid earmuffs, stupid shit that's
What
basically
is Throne?
it's like so I only know of it because I spend a lot of time on X and like every thought who wants every sugar daddy to buy her something uses a throne.
Because I see it a lot on Twitch too,
Yeah.
and I've
Well,
never taken the time to.
there's someone that I follow on X and I am guilty of having subscribed to her private Twitter, which I'm actually gonna just unfollow because I just don't give a shit anymore. Like I am so
Just
epically,
done.
I am so epically tired of it. Like I'm a pretty white girl with boobies. I'm gonna use that to get attention and money. And I'm just like, I am so earmuffs fucking tired of it.
Remember the good old days when they only did that to get out of tickets?
Yeah. And like it's just I'm so over it where I'm just like, yeah, it's just it's yeah. Like and I thought and she's like, "Oh, I have like 800 followers on Twitch now." And I'm like, "Only because you show your boobies on X." Like and I got nothing else for it. Like on one hand, I can't judge. Okay? I am guilty of paying for access to a private Twitter. On the other hand, I am so over all that bullshit. So like I just yep.
Yeah, it's definitely oversaturated and extremely shallow.
And predatory. That's the scary thing
And
more than anything else is it's so predatory. Like
yeah,
like there are stories of like these top OnlyFan creators who these guys will spend thousands of dollars thinking that they're getting connection with a human being when all they're doing is getting connection with one of their with one of their admins. And it's like,
yeah.
no.
No, I barely have enough money to spend on myself. I'm I would rather I would rather, and this is what I do, subscribe to people on Twitch who I see regularly and interact with regularly and am actually interacting with them. Like they're there on camera. They respond to my
Yeah,
most of the time
most. I
when they
mean,
see it.
Twitch is guilty of being predatory in that way too, but it's less so, right? Because it
Yes.
it is less about the physical part and more about an actual personality type, right?
Yeah,
So there
exactly.
that is there, but Twitch can be guilty of doing the same sort of oh god, the actual technical term that I know but just fell out of my brain, parasocial, a predatory
Yeah.
parasocial relationship of, well, if you donate money to me, I will actually notice your comment and then I'll respond to you, which will then give you that serotonin dopamine hit in your brain because, oh my gosh, senpai noticed me and said my thing on stream. Ta-da!
Yeah.
Like it is clever in that it is a marketing tool, but it can be predatory in how it's used, and there is a larger amount of predatory usage than there is of um,
Yeah. You have to be
legitimate.
really mindful of what you're doing.
That's a fair point. That's a very fair point. So
I mean, it comes down to self-protection. Like I only yeah, like I subscribe to a handful of people and Twitch is cheap enough. And I mean, and I one, I suffer from being a generous person. So I support, but the most of my support goes to someone who I've actually interacted with
yeah,
and who's actually I've been on his streams, he's been on mine, like
yep,
so that is different.
that's a
Like
little different. Yeah,
there are others where it's like, you can throw money at them and it's exactly what you said, notice me senpai.
yep.
Maybe they'll say what you said, like, you know, yeah,
Ooh, ooh. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. It's pretty. It preys upon the lonely in some regards, like. So
yeah,
that is something that has been, it just bothers me, and like and I don't, and I will state it again for the internet. I don't want to come at it from this high horse because I'm not. I'm coming at it frankly from a place of low on the ground, going, look at the stupid shit I've spent my money on, you know.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And like it literally gives me nothing in return. It gives me no enjoyment, gives me no entertainment value, like like so like why?
yeah.
So and yeah, yeah. So yeah. That was a tangent and a half,
That was a tangent and a half.
but hey, you know what? It's the truth of the matter. So like
It is.
screw the yep. Not actually
Socializing, I mean, to continue this tangent, socializing has changed a lot.
COVID
And
changed it all.
being um
It will accelerated it, I should say.
it's because I mean, I know they talk about like the generation before us didn't I mean, you look at the generation. I know a lot of people in the generation before us who don't understand a lot of that stuff, and so the fast-paced changes have never really affected them that much. And then the generation behind us, they grew up with the technological age, and so that's what they know.
Yeah.
But I always hear talk of, our generation because we knew what floppy disks were, and
Mm-hmm.
now streaming and Bluetooth and all of that is commonplace. And I mean the same applies for the social aspect. I mean when I was a kid growing up, I mean you if you met kids at school And if you wanted to hang out, like I can hang out with like we're hanging out right now. I'm in my place, you're at your place, we're on the internet. Back in the day, back in my day, you actually had to go over to that person's house. Like, and so yeah, I mean with that dynamic, I mean the whole social parasocial thing, I mean it's in yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just realized I kind of have a bit of a story, but it's a story I don't want to tell online. So, um,
So we'll do that later.
about my high school days. Oh, the
Oh,
old days when you could
I've got
connect with.
stories too.
I missed the. Anyway, I just it is the kind of the old part. It's like I miss the old days when it was easy to connect with people and make relationships and friendships. So,
Yeah.
but
It's yeah.
yeah,
The internet has its advantages and its disadvantages.
it does. Um, one second. Um, we're
Fair.
sending notes. I will say, since well, okay, actually, I want to get your life updates. I'm gonna pin that in for nostalgia here. So, um, okay, Krieger. Okay. Okay, Krieger. I'll just let you any on that and on the note of Anthony being a Krieger.
I should rewatch that. Speaking of things I should watch, I should rewatch that. Because cartoons can also be for adults too.
That's true. I what's it available on?
I think it's on Netflix.
Is it on Netflix?
And it's on Netflix.
Because if it's on Netflix, that's better.
I think it's on Netflix and something else.
It wouldn't surprise me if it's on like Hulu or something, since it's FX.
My list.
Yeah, streaming Hulu seasons 1 through 14.
There's 14 seasons? No way.
There can't be 14 seasons.
There's no way.
There were 14 seasons.
Some of those have to be like stub seasons.
Like the sub season. I mean, season 11 had 8 episodes. Season 13 had 8 episodes. Season 14 had 9 episodes.
Does Hulu still exist?
Yes, it's owned by Disney.
Trying to...
It's part of the Disney Plus bundle because you get Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN.
Well, because I know there was talk of it going away.
No, there was talk of it, but then Disney realized that Hulu can be the place where they have, generally speaking, more mature content. More mature content, because yeah, you don't want Archer on Disney Plus.
Archer's totally family friendly. Not.
Bluey! Da 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 da. Lana.
Ooh.
Da 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 da.
I should rewatch Letterkenny too. Speaking of my favorite shows. Anyways, so in my life,
yes,
work is work, as usual. I mean, there's really not. I mean, work is good. Work is going. Yeah. I don't not enjoy what I do. I do enjoy it. It's just, it's a lot of work. I want to get paid to do nothing. No, it's good though. It's nice to have a job that I'm actually paid well at and mostly appreciated for what I do. So
that sounds nice. That sounds really nice.
It does have its quirks that I won't talk about online because those are both my own grievances and at the end of the day, neither here nor there.
That's
It is what it
fair.
is, and
Yeah.
a lot of it is every job has its no job is perfect.
That's
So
true.
it's not anything really to be. It's not like things I would have to report to a higher power because it's not
It's
that.
nothing
It's
illegal or anything. It's just preferential.
like why like one of them
Well, here,
is why do I have to go to work at 7:30? I don't want to be up that early.
let's say if you can
Am I gonna ever
anonymize
find a
or
job that
generalize it,
I mean, one gripe is how early I have to get up.
that's
But
valid.
that's I mean that is what it is. That's
Well, that's fair. I get it. I don't like waking up at like 7:30 and then that's my like 7:30 is like
there
okay, I'm
is
up and then I'm going. I don't like that, but
yeah. There
so
is a part of me that misses third shift, but it makes it hard to be a normal human being
yep.
working third shift. It's hard to integrate with other normal human beings. Like I hung out with the other third shifters all the time, but you realize your life is kind of weird when you're going to uh, Tip Top at 6 in the morning to have a beer because that's when you got off work,
There is
and
that.
everyone else is going to work at that time.
There's also a little bit of like I don't know. Most of the people who I know, now granted this was in the retail space, right? And I'd say retail third shift is slightly different than other places third shift. But retail third shift is like some of them are just special.
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with that because I've technically worked retail third shift.
Yep. Some of them are
Technically, a grocery store is retail.
like some
And I worked with some very interesting people.
like when I was a backroom manager, there was a while where it's just like, yeah, no, we just you just
You let
expect
them
what
do their thing.
you expect what you expect, and you just have to deal with it because, yep, they're unique people who need to be treated well. Everyone needs a job, so you got to deal with
Yep.
something. So
But yeah, so that work is good. I I got asked to be a sub in a pool league. Um,
by pool,
which
I'm assuming you're talking billiards, not.
billiards, yes. No, not swimming. No, it's too cold to swim. Indoor pool or no. Keep going. Keep going. It's
I
gonna be
ran
on the
out.
internet forever. Um, so yeah, that was my Wednesday night. I didn't play. They didn't need me, so I ended up going home early, which was fine. Um, so we'll see. Supposedly a lot of the times they need a sub, so I'm sure I'll get to play at some point. So it has been a while since I've actually played, so my pool game is probably very rusty. But
You'll probably still be
and
better than me.
then, I don't know. Well, no, not the last time. The last time I played regularly and consistently, I was also consistently and regularly very drunk.
Fair enough. But
So
I still think you would do better than me.
probably. Um, yeah. And then yesterday went to the basketball game. We actually won. It was a very interesting game
Oh,
because of the
right,
way the
the
refs were
women's
calling
game.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me and the kid changed to it after the men's game, so we caught the last
There-
half, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, Arizona was down to 4 players in the last couple minutes. Like they were fouling. Like I I still don't know if they're just that physical and we're getting caught fouling that much, or if, I mean, the refs did not look good. More so than usual. Like, I
Hmm.
know a lot of the times refs are questionable, but this was like I've never seen that where,
Hmm.
I mean, one after another fouling out, and then they went down to four players because one of them, they were down to five, and then one of them got injured, and they
Yep.
had to carry her off.
Yep. You
And
could
yeah, they played
you
with
could hear
four.
her crying on broadcast.
Yeah, it looked bad.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I mean, we won, but I
Wasn't exactly pretty if I remember correctly.
no.
Yeah,
I
cuz
mean,
yeah.
they still put up a good. I mean, they still got 60 points. I mean, it was 90s. It wasn't like a total shutout.
No, yeah, no.
So it wasn't like, the Russ were just calling everything and it was like 90 to 10 points. But it was still a very interesting game to watch. Um, but yeah, uh, and then yeah, last weekend I was traveling to be supportive for a family, not my family, but family related stuff. So,
Yeah.
and I I think I didn't make it home until 9. But yeah,
Yeah.
other than that, I mean, yeah, my life, I yeah, I don't do a whole lot. I mean, I've got little things that like,
Talk about the little things.
well, I mean, part of it is
Whoosh,
you've
whoosh,
told me
whoosh.
to talk about later.
Oh, that's fair. That
Um,
is fair. I did tell you to push that off to later. I also pushed one of my things off to later. So yeah.
but I mean, still trying to figure that out. Still get that sorted, and then yeah, winter is weird. I mean, it's been so cold that I have not wanted, like, it's get off work, go straight home,
That's fair.
and be warm and not go anywhere. Um, but and I'm trying to remember. I don't, yeah, because I honestly really don't do a whole lot during the week because it's, I mean, having a more physical job, unless there's something planned, like, Monday nights I've got plans, so I go straight to from work to there.
Hmm.
Um, Wednesday nights now have a plan. Um, well, this coming week I'll have a meeting either Tuesday or Thursday to go to, so there's that. They haven't picked a day yet. Um, but yeah, other than that, it's come home and be warm and maybe get some video games in. So, and yeah, which is part of the reason. Well, we'll see. I'll probably stream. And that's another thing is I'm trying to be better about, because that's another thing is coming home. If I stay up too late, I come home after work and I'm just dead exhausted.
Yeah.
And so then you take a nap and then I'm up too late again and
And the
it's just a
cycle
repeat
continues.
cycle.
Yeah. I get
So I
it.
don't actually get to do anything. Whereas if I can get to bed at a decent time, then I have energy after work to go do things.
Yeah.
So,
I get that.
so yeah. Though right now it's too cold to do anything outside. Whereas, when spring and summer hits, we can start
Do things. Yeah.
being outside without dying again.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's fair. It's like I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I live this exciting life because I don't. It's by and large, wake up, work, go into work, then either come home and do work and then go to bed, or come home, be dad, then work, then go to bed. Like, so it's not like I live like this exciting life, but it's like it's I like to try to, talk about the mini details, the teeny
Yeah.
tiny minute, not the boring stuff, because that's everyone's
Yeah.
life. But I get it, because I'm just as boring. Like, but at the same time, yeah, like, yeah,
Yeah.
I
And
get it.
there's a couple projects that I should get back into now that my life is stabilizing again. And I've talked about this before. Um, Designing tabletop games, or maybe I'll finally write one of the 3 novels I have thoughts of.
I bought a moleskin specifically for it.
Look at you.
This is gonna be the Bible of sorts. I've already got a page, like the first page, like half filled. I actually got a thesis for the book, or for the novel. Like every good sci-fi, generally speaking, has a thesis, right? Like,
Yeah.
oh god, I want at once upon a time I knew the thesis of like every good sci-fi series, like from Dune to Ready Player One to like even like the Gene Roddenberry stuff, like the old school Star Treks.
Mm.
Those even had their own theses. Granted, their thesis, and I'm fine with this. I should be clear about that. Their theses were more about um racism and some of the stuff that was pertinent at the time, but even every good sci-fi series has a good thesis. And typically they
Yeah.
have something. Now, this is going to be semi-theological for some, but every good sci-fi novel typically has there is something within that universe where the effect of death does not apply, but then it amplifies some other effect of death elsewhere in the universe, right? So,
Yeah.
like, a pretty typical one that's simple, right? That because that's mainstream ish is like Dune, right? You have faster than light travel, which by and large is something that you can't do without having some sort of way to deal with death and deal with time and the differences and the fact that sometimes it just doesn't work as it actually does in real life, right? So you have to have a way to
Yeah.
deal with that. So how do you deal with some of this faster light travel? You have things like spice becomes such a massive thing, and well, how do you deal with the relations of spice? And to be fair, a lot of that is just going back to old school, not old school, but like the old days of like lords and all this kind of stuff. Because frankly, the politics of that era work really good for the politics of sci-fi, because it's pretty similar structures in that families are powerful and it's about politics. But nonetheless, most sci-fi theses, there is an effective death that no longer applies, but it amplifies something else elsewhere in the universe.
Yeah.
So, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I should. I've got. Oh, let's see. Well, I've got the skeleton of a world thought out in my head
Yep.
that is full fantasy. Like, I've got a map, a general map. I haven't figured out all the details, but I've got that. I was gonna use it for D&D stuff.
Oh
I've
yeah.
got. I had an idea for a more. Um, oh, something closer to the level of like your Artemis Fowl or your Wrinkle in Time or even Narnia, like your more realistic, like
Yep.
yeah, that kind of fantasy. I've got ideas for that. Um, I had bits and pieces of a sci-fi world thought out. one of these days I might actually write a story or two. We will see
I'm
if I
trying to
ever
see.
get around to it.
So somewhere in there, oh yeah, here it freaking is. I have got. So at one point, I had a sci-fi like universe, like completely. I should say completely, but more or less conceptualized. And I'm building,
Mm.
and like that's some of the basis for the novel I've got, because this was like a long time ago. Like, was it Dickinson? It would have been a very long. It might have been pre that time.
Yeah.
No, it was post that time. Sorry, but like these 3 pages all right here. Actually, that's a UI design for something back in the day. But I've got an entire like a galaxy quadrant kind of deal, and then like planet names, and yeah, I've got other things to pull from this into my book, because
Yeah.
I'm excited, but like at the same time, like, to be fair, that is why I bought, like, this is purely dedicated for the book. Anyway, now that we've done enough life updates, let's talk quickly. Let's just move. I'm going to quickly talk about. Let's talk about content, since we've been teasing it, teasing all around it,
Yeah.
and you've been teasing it lately. So I'm going to have you start with your
I
content
haven't.
stuff.
Um. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm still waiting on some commissions, but I've updated some of the look to something that I like a little better than what I had. Um, that'll be a good placeholder for now. I think my next, um, I mean, and there's a lot of things that'll happen once I make affiliate. Um, but one of the big, what was I gonna say? Yeah. Well, one of the scheduling changes, I think right now I'm more consistent on a Friday than in the middle of the week.
Yeah,
Um, because then I don't have to worry about being in bed at a certain time, kind of thing.
fair.
Um, for
Yep.
the most part. Um, but one of the big changes that'll happen, well, I don't know if it'll happen by next stream because it depends on how long it takes for such things to be delivered to me. But I am purchasing some things, and the um, apparati behind me will it won't be in frame anymore because I'll need it to be closer to me so that I can change albums quickly when people request it. But I am integrating that into my streams so people will be able to, you know, everyone's got like you can pick music and request playlists and do and add music to the playlists. I would like to make um, people are able to request, hey, I want to listen to this album, and then actually, so what I'm buying is microphones for like you'll actually like I'm not plugging the turntable into the computer. We're doing it the right way, where the audio will come out of those speakers still, and then that goes into the computer. So,
So remind me,
uh,
because they still do copyright protection on Twitch. So how
yes.
exactly is that working? Because
Well, that'll still
yeah, they can still mute your streams if you have copyright stuff in the VOD.
right. It'll be so I'm gonna probably move everything to this wall over here. So the speakers will be pointed that way.
Mm-hmm.
And I might have to I'll play with it some to see how much my microphone is actually this microphone is actually picking up. But if I can get most of it to go through the microphones for the speakers, then I can still put it in the same tracks as what my current what like YouTube music and the Winamp is in, so that the VODs don't have the music in them. but the streams do. So it's dependent on how much this microphone still picks up in the background. But right now, because I've got OBS filtering that out for the VODs, so the VODs don't have any music in them.
Okay. You're totally fine. I'm just trying to think of how that works because I don't actually concept like I just don't. But that's all right. It's not. I'm not worrying about that right now.
It's basically YouTube Music with extra steps. It's the same principle.
Okay. I'm not. I don't think I'm following, but I'm not tracking. But that's
I
okay.
had people explain, and I figured it out, set it up so that so when
you
it
can
streams,
play copyrighted music during your stream, and then it's not going to be on your VOD.
and then correct.
So are you saving your VOD separately then, and then you're uploading it, or how is that? Like, I don't.
No, OBS does it internally. There's a setting for
because like I capture the audio for just your Discord, and that's like how I do this, but like that still gets broadcasted live, and like if it gets broadcasted to Twitch, then it will still show up on a VOD unless like I'm not saying I know it. I'm just saying I don't understand it because it's doesn't make sense to me because if it comes to
whatever OBS does, you can set it so that there's a track that goes to the live stream and a track that so when it makes the VOD.
So when OBS makes the VOD?
It's either OBS or Twitch. When it makes the VOD, it filters. It's basically you're multi-tracking.
Yeah.
So one track has everything, and then the VOD track doesn't have the music.
Interesting.
So you have to make sure you go in and so like I'm looking at desktop audio is in all the tracks. Discord's in all the tracks. Game audio's in all the tracks. My mic's in all the tracks.
Yep.
And then YouTube Music is not in the VOD track.
Interesting.
So I have to go in and tell it, don't put this in the VOD track. I'm not 100% sure how it does it.
Gotcha.
But
I mean, it's not a big deal to me. Like to be clear, I don't think you are thinking this, but like I'm making it for the internet. It's like I'm not. It's just one of those things. I was like, I'm not sure I understand how that works because like, but if it works too. So like, it was just one of those things that like if they can hear it on Twitch when you're playing, which they can because it's when you're live. In theory, I would assume they could hear it when the VOD is saved because but. If there is a way to do it,
I mean, it's an advanced setting, so it's buried underneath. And it takes some
or something maybe I don't know because I understand it because like I do the tracks for recording like gameplay video, right? You have the audio, you have like your audio track on one track, and then you have the gameplay on another track. And then I always have a backup track with them all like together in case you get something that just goes wrong. But interesting.
So yeah, it'll still. I mean, there's a way to do it. It's in the settings somewhere. Cool. And I guess I haven't gone back and watched my VODs to make sure it works, but I'm assuming it works because I haven't seen any notifications about copyright strikes.
Well, and most of the time, YouTube doesn't really. They won't. Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
So, but yeah, with that being slightly more, with that having an analog component in it, the big question, yes, will be how much this mic picks up, which will have to get minimized. The easy solution would be to put the turntable into the computer directly, but that I mean, one, I still want to be able to listen to it properly off stream, and yeah, it'll just sound better that way. So, but yeah, it'll basically, yeah, the nitty gritty is it'll run basically the same way that my other music apps run. So
Nice.
that will be a Wednesday purchase, and then however long it takes. So probably not next stream, but the stream after that. Um, will be when that happens, whenever those arrive. So that's the big, and I'm contemplating narrowing my focus to just survival craft games.
Hmm.
Um, or 90% survival craft, because I mean I will probably still play Phasmophobia from time to time. But yeah, um that is an upcoming change that I am doing soon. So some preparation for that, moving stuff, setting stuff up, purchasing stuff, actually making a list of what albums I have.
Hmm.
So that is my content update. And yeah, I mean, probably 7 Days to Die will be a big one of the um game that I'm playing for now for a little while, plus Raft on Sundays. But so that is my, and yeah, probably more Friday streams, maybe the occasional during the week stream, although now at least 2 of my days are taken, or 2 of my nights, and at least a third one sometime this week. So yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, that's my big my big content update.
As I distract myself, kind of. Not really. I was pulling something up for later. Pull open my notes. Pull open my notes. Yeah. Most of my content updates are gonna be related to stuff. I initially. Well, we'll start. Anyway, now that I'm done making weird freaking noises, um, I yeah, I touched on it on Thursday, but yeah, streamathon debrief. It went like poo, but hey, it is. I told you on Thursday, so, but I'll say it again for the internets. Um, yeah, like it Thursday was good. Friday we just went like crap. But at least I've kind of got some stuff from it. Like in the upcoming months, I'm gonna work on some emotes, but I don't. My particular take on Twitch has always been I don't need to worry about some of the stuff until there's a reason to. Because like some of
Yeah.
the things you could waste all your time doing, and then if no one's watching you, it doesn't freaking matter. Um,
Yeah.
so and like, but there are some things like I understand like emotes and like like getting that kind of stuff are like it's one of the little things. So like that's one of the things I'm kind of going okay. That's something that I can easily work on from time to time. Pull make some emotes for the stream. So I'm gonna start doing some of that. The biggest one is just is now actually having ideas for incentives. Just basically, I'm taking the dabs for all the time. So anytime there's a follow, it's a mild hot sauce dab. Anytime we get 10 new followers, it's a hot or hot sauce dab. For every subscriber, it's a hot sauce dab. And then if there's ever, for every 10 subscribers, it's an atomic dab. So, and then I think basically as I grow the subscribers, I think I'm going to be calling us the Spice Lords. Because, the spice, because you can be a female lord, you can be a male lord. It's just you're just letting everyone know that you like the spice. You like spicy things, preferably, whatever the spicy thing you like. That's up to you. But if you like spicy things, you can be a spice lord. So
there you go.
So I've got a few things here and there that I'm gonna be building into the stream as well. But the big one is just always have the dabs on hand for everyone. That's the big thing. Actual content update though. I think something that I had planned for the Skies of Arcadia streamathon, but just because Friday went about as sideways as everything could. I initially planned to have a Super Mario RPG, like full playthrough, all 6 from beginning to end, 6 parts, go play overnight from Friday to Saturday night. But that didn't happen because, well, I had to end the stream on Friday night because life happened and priorities happen, and you choose your priorities. And being an active father was more important than playing a JRPG for a handful of people. So,
as it should be.
As I love the handful of people and I like when I want to do that kind of stuff, that again, life priorities. So, and as you said, as it should be. So, that it is what it is, but but because of that, this week, and frankly, the past couple weeks have been really light on content just because of the initial plan was streamathon and then maybe go from streamathon into podcast, but I had no idea. And then you were busy with stuff, so it all worked out anyway. And so we've had a light couple weeks of content, but this week's going to be, I think it's just going to be Super Mario RPG Monday through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, Monday through Saturday. Monday through Saturday, Super Mario RPG every day. And then I'm going to be getting, from this week, it's just going to be a get every VOD uploaded and published. So not everything's going to look pretty this week. There's not going to be as many. I'm going to try to do my best to get as many thumbnails made as I can, but I don't make any promises. The goal is to get us recent so that every VOD is from both of our various Twitch streams are available by this time next week. So that way, when we stream, we can just get it up that next week. Get it up especially if you're doing Friday, Monday, and for me, Thursday. I don't know. Some of that's still kind of going back up in the air, but trying to get the VODs up as timely as possible. Streamathon debrief. Outside of that, I think probably for the near future, my stream is going to be Skies of Arcadia, just because I am dedicated to beating that game. And I'm clearly just not going to have the time to do a streamathon of it. So for the foreseeable future, I'm a Skies of Arcadia streamer, with the occasional just chatting or maybe something else if I get the opportunity. But by and large, until I beat that game, that is my primary focus.
Fair enough.
With maybe some time spent outside of it, but probably not, because restarted Final Fantasy X Remastered the other night just because I wanted a JRPG with a good soundtrack, and I couldn't play Skies of Arcadia because I'm trying to keep that dedicated to on stream. So
yeah.
Yep. So that's our content. Yes, that is our content for the week. We've kind of touched on it. Actually, we've already kind of made some nostalgic hits earlier this evening. I'm gonna say we cut the nostalgic hits moment, Because I
I'm
want
good
to.
with that.
Cool. Hot take of the week. I've got one that I'm going to use. I'll let you do yours really as well. Hey, internet. Hey, internet. What do you think about these hot takes? Tell us. Tell us in the comments. My hot take is I personally think that the air filtration and humidifier industry has ruined indoor plants for everyone. Because if you do your research and you look into it, there are plants, low allergen plants, that will filter your air for you. It's called an English ivy. Like, it's legitimately one of the best plants that you can grow in your house, and it filters air. And that same plant that will filter your air will also naturally humidify your air. And you don't have to spend freaking $120 on year on stupid filters just because science says you need to. Whereas there's a perfectly good plant that does it for you and is low allergen. So it doesn't make your nose feel like it got clogged up by I don't know. Got clogged up by the lady you met last night on the street. But that's my hot take is I think that we need to bring indoor plants back into like just
I mean, I think that's less of a hot take than you. I know a lot of. I mean, granted, they're not crazy cat people. They're crazy plant people.
Are you saying they're hippies,
Which
sir?
I mean, there are far worse um, hobbies to have. But
And for the record, you can get some of those benefits without like having to like, well, I gotta water my plants every day to make sure I stay safe. No, a lot of those plants you can, especially like say an English ivy, you only need to water it like once a week, dog.
I had, if I went into plants, granted, you know, I like low maintenance, so I'd probably do succulents.
Yeah. To be clear, I love low maintenance too. But I like, and most of my plants are Lego botanicals at this point. Like, but and also because I've got cats, so like some plants you have to be
Yeah,
really careful because you can poison your cats,
that's
or some plants you just can't have because they'll freaking ruin your floor because like, oh, it's a plant. I want to play. Oh, there's dirt everywhere. Son of a biscuit. How did that happen? Hey, human, clean it.
yeah. I didn't do this. I didn't push this over.
Yeah. God didn't make me a dick by nature.
Right. Um. Yeah.
So yeah, that
That's
again.
what you get for having cats, though.
I mean, you're not wrong, but they're a level of companionship. If I didn't have them, I
I
would have a
mean,
dog. Like I fully intend to
I.
buy a dog whenever the day comes that Link and Zelda are no more.
I mean, I. Yeah. I mean, I. I throw that small amount of shade, but I mean, there is a special place in my heart for Zelda. So.
It's true. There's yeah. It's
And
true.
I'm apparently one of the few humans she actually likes. So.
Yeah. 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 I mean, do you want a Zelda?
I mean,
I like her too much too. And she's at the
yeah,
point where like
I.
she's actually stays outside. Like she used to be a full-on recluse. Like would just
Mm,
crawl underneath that chair and do nothing. But now at least she sits on the pillow in my bedroom all day and like she's not a recluse. So when that happens I'm like you're not so bad.
yeah.
But when you're a recluse that just sits and hides underneath a chair all day,
And then you have the other one who is
he's
an
a
attention
fat
whore.
cat dog. And yes, he is an attention whore. But uh, I will say I want to hear your hot take, but I will say I just saw a video earlier today of like a Chevy like towing like four like semi bodies through some some snowway earlier today. So I
So
also don't care.
a lot of the and part of it could probably be uh traced back to the fact that I am trained on Chrysler products, so Rams, um, and Jeeps. But a lot of it is like engineering choices that they've made. But I hate Chevy is trash. GM is trash. Ford is not much better. I mean, there are some the big one. Certain engineering choices are terrible. Some of the things I hate the most. So, um, there's a couple ways to attach your wheel to your car.
Yep.
Most of the time, it's you have your wheel hub and the studs are part of that hub. And then you put the wheel over top the stud and then you put the nuts on the studs. But and I don't know why they did this, but they thought, all right, instead of putting the studs on the hub, let's just make them bolts. So you're bolting the wheel onto the,
Mm,
they're called lug
yep.
studs. Why it's stupid. In the shop, I can get away with, first of all, there is like maybe a quarter of an inch of hub that sticks out that I can put that wheel on. So there's not a whole lot holding it on there. So I have to like hold it on myself while I'm putting this lug stud in,
Hmm.
hoping it doesn't fall. And in the shop, I can kind of cheat that. There are ways to cheat that easily. But on the side of the road, I don't want to fight with that. It's the dumbest idea ever. The other dumb idea is stretch belts. Chevy does this. So you have your serpentine belt on the front of your engine. It goes around the crank pulley.
Hmm.
That spins, and that spins your AC compressor, your water pump, your power steering pump, if you have one, your alternator. So, for whatever reason, someone was like, well, let's just eliminate a whole pulley and make it so you have to stretch the belt over the pulleys. It's a dumb idea because it's hard to do. It's a pain in the butt. And if you think about it from another engineering standpoint, those are rubber belts. What does rubber do over time and when subjected to alternating hot and cold? They wear out, they
Become
loosen.
brittle.
So, had a customer come in complaining of a noise. Sounded like a belt noise. It was a belt noise. The belt was bad. The belt actually didn't look bad. There was a little bit of a fray in it, but overall it didn't look bad. It was just slightly loose. You know what fixes that?
What?
A tensioner.
Yeah, okay.
So you have a pulley that's on a spring, basically, that to take the belt on and off, you just rotate that back, belt comes right off. You don't have to cut it. Belt goes right back on. Cause like if I was doing anything else, if I had to just replace a bad pulley
Hmm.
on this Chevy, I would have to replace the actual like because the website that we use, they get their information from the OEM manufacturer websites. The removal procedure for this belt is find a suitable tool to cut the belt. It is not reusable. You know it's reusable on a Jeep, Dodge, Chrysler, anything with an idler pulley with a tensioner pulley, the belt. As long as you don't break it. And because it's, it's got a spring basically in it, as that belt loosens, guess what that pulley does? It
What?
keeps tension on it. Also, there's so many there's a huge long list of dumb choices that engineers have made over the years of where to put things that some would say have to do with, saving space or whatever. But yeah, I overall, and the reason I say Chevys are trash, one, they are, and that's my opinion. If I have to buy American, it's going to be Dodge or Jeep. I'm a Jeep person. I'm one of those people. But
that's fair.
A lot of it is that the engineering choices are more blatant than others. So that's my hot take. Chevy's trash. And if you like Chevy,
if you like Chevy, you're a terrible person.
No, you're not a terrible person. You just have really terrible taste.
You have terrible taste in cars, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
So yeah, that's my.
Those were definitely his words.
Engineers hate mechanics. Stretch belts are dumb. They're so dumb.
Fair enough. I'm not going to pretend to know a damn thing about cars other than what I've learned when it makes a sound and I go, oh, that's what's wrong with it. So,
yeah,
cool.
The especially something that important, like if that pulley goes out, now your alternator is not working, so your car will die because it will not run very long on the battery.
Yep.
If you have a power steering pump, you lose power steering, so it becomes very hard to turn the car. And it's, yeah, that belt is kind of important.
Just a bit. All right. Well, yes. Have you seen today's new trailer, sir?
I have not. I did not know there was a new trailer today.
Okay. So as he was going to say, that is his hot take. So what do you think of our hot takes? Are they worthy? Are they unworthy? Are they stupid? Let us know.
Am I wrong?
Or is he right? Should he stay or should he go now? Let us know in the comments down below. Da 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 da. Anyway, so then you haven't seen today's new trailer?
No, I have not.
Okay. Well, when you get it loaded up, let me know, because I've got it ready to go.
Throw me a link.
It's in the document.
Oh, that one. Okay.
That one.
All right. I have it loaded up.
Okay. I'm clicking play in 3, 2, 1. Boop.
Oh, you're here.
Now, where's the troubled pipe?
Wondering how to do that.
I like that transition into fire.
Come on, you're not the scared guy anymore. Yes, I am. People don't change.
There's the problem. Hey,
That's what I think it is.
it's all right.
It might be.
Yep.
By the way, great job on the piano part there with the Yoshi theme.
Right.
I love seeing Birdo.
Who is this?
Come on.
So some dinosaur just shows up and he's now part of the group. Cool.
So yes.
Yoshi's not a dinosaur. He's a Pokemon.
I mean, maybe. Although I just saw something that hold on. Game Freak Xbox game. There it is. Beast of Reincarnation. After being revealed at Xbox Game Showcase last year, Developer Direct brought us a first in-depth look at Game Freak's Beast of Reincarnation. Basically,
Interesting.
Game Freak when they don't have to deal with Nintendo's bullcrap. Which, by the way, I'm going to talk... Well, never mind. I'm going to wait and bring my opinion on that one off stream, actually.
Fair.
So that more or less covers everything. Beast of Reincarnation will be interesting because, yeah, it looks cool and it looks awesome, but you never know. One person, one dog action RPG. They got me with the dog part. Not gonna lie. But, big butts, I cannot lie. That's all I've got for this evening. Do you have anything else you want to cover?
That's all for me.
Well then, in the words of the modern philosophers, Semisonic, it is closing time. Any plugs for you this week, sir?
Just myself.
Just yourself? You'll be live on Friday?
I probably won't be live this Friday.
Oh, yes.
It'll have to be either Thursday or Tuesday or Thursday, whichever day I don't have a meeting, because we will be busy on Friday.
Yes, we will. My brain forgot for about a quarter second, and I went, oh, yeah, I'm stupid.
There's a thing we're doing.
There's a thing. I'm actually opening up Studio because I haven't opened up YouTube Studio for a little bit, but I saw that we had a comment that I missed. So I will respond to it here, and then I will, respond to it on the short. Sir, from Lucky 6016, sir, are you doing anything untoward with The Last Dab? I don't like the way you addressed it. No. The Last Dab is just going to be going right down my throat. That's right. The Last Dab's going to go right down my throat.
That's on the internet forever.
And it's going to hurt the entire way down. But you know what? I'm doing it. I'm doing it just so you can get a little bit of enjoyment out of your life. So you can find a pleasure at my pain. That's right. That's why I'm doing The Last Dab. But thank you for the comment. I do appreciate it. And I will respond at some point in the next 24 hours. Outside of that, do you have any chat shout-out? I mean, I don't got any chat shout-outs for tonight, obviously, but anything for you? No? Okay. Oh, I should thank What's His Nuts. And that's a great way to call someone on the internet. Really. But I should thank Let me find the person who hung out with me on Thursday as I struggled my butt through Skies of Arcadia. SH1GSY. Shawunjasi. Shawunjasi, thank you for the follow on Twitch on Thursday. I do appreciate it. Because you're cool. And you were hanging out with me and Splashly. Although I think you were mostly lurking. But that's fine. Because lurking is
I was
still
mostly
cool.
lurking. I forget what I was doing at the same time. I should probably have my memory looked at. Anyways.
I wasn't
check.
What? So since we've got the shoutouts, what else can they? If they're not gonna chat, what else can they do for us, sir?
You can get in the comments.
In the comments, tell us how stupid we are.
Tell us that tell me that I'm wrong for hating Chevy. Tell me that the Duramax is actually a good thing and Cummins is not superior to all the other diesel engines.
And you can tell me that I need to know my cars better.
Or give us suggestions of things you want us to talk about.
Absolutely. And while they're doing that, you know what else they can do? They can like
What
a
else
video.
can they do?
They can like this video. That's a simple thing you can do. It's free. All you got to do is go boop, and it adds to your like. I know it gets added to your little like playlist, and that's kind of a bit of a pain in the ass, but it's okay because it's free and it's cheap, and it tells us and YouTube that you like what you're watching. So we would appreciate a like. And while you're in that. Well, we're all in the mood for a subscribe, and you've got us feeling all right. So, subscribe.
Yeah. So with that,
We're going to go do what we do.
you go do you.
And we'll see you guys next time. We'll see you guys on Thursday. We'll see you guys whenever he streams. And then we'll be back here on Sunday.